Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're all staying safe and warm. I had some pretty insightful finds today. I read a thing talking about how anything worth doing is worth doing half behind. What they mean by that is if 30 minutes of exercises feels like too much, it's a good place to start is just doing 10. Doing 10 is a whole lot better than not doing any. And this is kind of like my whole exercise scheme or exercise plan is kind of based off of that. I don't think I've said it out here yet, but the place that I originally got this from, this idea of exercising like this, was Prince Vegeta Motivational, or Motivation. It's a YouTube channel, and I think there's a Discord, there's a few things, a few platforms he has, where you're supposed to do like 150 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats every day. I just started tackling bite-sized portions of that. And I started out with 30. And I went to 50 after, I don't know, a couple of months. And that seems manageable for me in my life right now. 50 is a good, any more than that, and it would start to get a little more difficult to do all at once. But like I've said, it's a good place to start. It's not necessarily a good place to stay. Is doing things half behind, like. Or some people say half-arsed. That's how I did a lot of, most things growing up. I was always really good in school, so I never had to put a whole lot of effort into my academics. And I just had a really unique viewpoint of that in the last couple months is my proficiency in school may have actually set me back a little because I never really had to try as hard as I should have. When I can make an easy A by just staying awake, it wasn't that didn't have me putting a whole lot of effort into things in my adult life, and not everything came as easy as math and science did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4. Case in point, I've always, in my adult life, up until about 13, 14 months ago, struggled with push-ups. And you know what? Even for several months after that, I guess it's closer to 5 or 7 months ago, is when I started to get even decent at them. And that was baby steps and increments. I got to where I can try to knock out some push-ups while talking. And then recording them. I've gotten pointers And I've been able to improve in a lot of ways. And the pull-ups, I'm still not, I can't do those adequately enough to show them online yet. I think it's more of a form thing than a strength thing, but and my point is that I start out slowly. Like yesterday I was a little depressed after going and messing with the storage unit and thinking about my old life and all the things that I had, and I'll see things and it'll take me back to my living room, or all of the freedom that I felt like I had in the moment and during those times. And that just, at certain times, it feels heartbreaking to think about all that was lost in one fell swoop. But, ooh, forgot that I call you snaps, my bad. I just spent a little bit of time straightening up, cleaning, and I've only been able to tackle that like a little bite at a time. But I had somebody tell me once, they asked me if I knew how to eat an elephant. I was like, no, how do you eat an elephant? He said, one bite at a time. That's the thing that I've been trying to express. It's even a baby step in the right direction is progress. And this may be difficult, but like just the whole of these situations. But it's not impossible. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. I'm just hanging around. What are you doing? Get down from there, you little crazy. Just chilling. Crazy as a cat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, I'm up to 20. So I've never seen anyone else do what I do with a hair tie. Keep it on your finger like that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By leaps and bounds, the hardest of the exercises. Much harder than push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Turn this fan on. Aha! 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. 22, 3, 4, 5. There's the rest of the perfect push-ups. Wow. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Alright, what's next? It's not. Just spend the whole thing looking at my butt now. I'll do 1, 2. This crazy little fellow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save the push-ups for last. Maybe not my brightest move. 6, where's TC at to tell me if my hips are right? Alright, you know what? Matter of fact, let's get a better angle from my midsection. I kind of want to know if I'm doing a good job at keeping my core braced. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. By the way, I don't know if I've gone into much detail, but keeping your arms down by your side works more your triceps, the back of your arms. Pushing out. Oh no, I might be mistaken that. I think pushing out does your triceps. Getting them braced like that works more of your chest. 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys. I drink plenty of water. That. Oh, Miss Carol's watching. I had the phone folded so I couldn't see her. Would have loved to have given her a shout out. So when I say I'm talking about folding my phone, it was like that. Typically I'm on. Show you some love if you pop on, but it's not gonna be every single time. I don't want to bother people if I can help it. Not everybody wants to be social. Peopling is what I've heard it called. Where you, matter of fact, I've met a lot of people, and probably a lot of the jobs I'm gonna be doing in the future will involve peopling, talking to people, showing love, and getting things done, just because other people don't want to do it. I met someone recently who started a whole business based on cleaning Airbnbs because they had some friends they wanted to clean up. Ooh, that was my toe. It's painful. They wanted to clean up houses for a living, but didn't want to do the talking to people, peopling as I called it earlier. So a whole business got started just to cut out the one little piece of the process that most people don't want to do. And so while I'm doing this whole thing another one of the multifaceted reasons I'm doing this whole getting online everyday thing. One, since I'm not bartending right now, I want to keep that skill set strong. I want to be able to speak with people and not have to worry about losing that skill, because I feel like it's an important one. And the fact that I just never really cared about what other people thought. Shout out to Aunt Tabitha for mentioning that. I didn't respond to it by typing out a message, but I kept it in mind a good bit, thinking about how it never bothered me what people were thinking. So I feel like that's what puts me in that small group of people that really don't, or public speaking is not a big deal. Whereas, like, I think the statistics said like 90% of the world would rather die, literally die, than speak in front of a crowd. And not to say that I don't want to toot my own horn or sound braggadocious or any sort of conceited, but because I don't think that makes me better than anyone. I just think it makes me different. And like I've said a whole lot in good ways and bad, we need everybody. We need all types. So, speaking of need, I need to get started with the next thing. Hope everybody stays well and keeps in mind that it's always a good day to have a good day.